Good morning, Dr. Love right here. I hope you had a wonderful night's rest and I'm hoping you're hopeful for the day. Okay, today I'm going to be starting a series that I name or I tag 50 Shades of Love. And a little backstory. I am called, or I gave myself Dr. Love because one, my name is Ifeoluwa, and the first meaning of that name that I got acquainted with is the love of God. Of course, it has other meaning. Two, I'm a veterinary doctor by profession. But more than that, I hope that I can address issues of love. I had always wished and hoped that one day I'll be able to talk about love and at least be part of those people that is igniting the fire of love in the hearts of people, not just in Nigeria, but around the world. So, 50 Shades of Love. I, just like you, or perhaps you don't know, there are two definitions of love. There is one we are all acquainted with, one definition that has a bad reputation, one definition that people are scared about. It is what we see almost every day. It is what we hear almost every day. You turn on your notifications and you see something on love every day. You go on social media, you're listening to music, and you're hearing things about that particular definition. And that's the definition from the world's perspective. Love is sex. Love is money. Love is infatuation. Love is obsession. That's the word's context. But the second context, or the second definition of love, which I'm mostly going to be talking about, is the scriptural definition of love. This one bores people out almost instantaneously. It's like when you want to talk about it, people just want to kind of, I beg. Why? Because we know it's true, but it's looking as if it's impossible. But I don't believe it is impossible. I think we are not ready for it. For some people, not all people. You see, from the scripture, the earliest definition of love is, or the earliest mention of love is found in Genesis 22, if I'm not wrong, when God was talking to Abraham about the son he loves, about Isaac, his son, whom he loves so much. And that is to tell you the first presentation of love is the father's love for a child, genuinely. But there was a problem with that love. A father loves his child so much that he was going to sacrifice his child for someone greater. That's just, by the way, let not go there. Let us not go there right now. Let's focus on this particular topic. And then when you move on in this scripture, you find that the most definition, when you ask anybody to define love from the scripture, they are most likely going to pick the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 4 to 7 thereabout. And they are going to be telling you love is kind, love is patient, love does not envy, love is not proud. Of course, some translations will say charity, and some New World Translation will say love. And that is it. However, when you also move forward into the scripture, probably say the book of John, you find somewhere that says God is love. And if you put it all together, they are saying the same thing. You will find out that love being introduced to us is God's way of communicating His being, His character to us. And it is also His will, His wish as a father to children, as a creator to His creations, that we exhibit this character because He wants us to be like Him. And there is the problem. We have two definitions that are fighting each other. Let me use that word. Two definitions that are in opposite ends, at opposite ends to each other. And I think once we can deal with the definition, we are closer to having what is genuine in our lives. And permit me to say this, that I genuinely believe that the problem of the world today is lack of love. We have so much hatred, so much bitterness, so much pain in our hearts that it is very hard for some people to accommodate love. I'm not going to say true love, because I don't believe there is what we call true love and fake love. I believe there is just love and any other thing. So, once we can deal with the definition of what love really means, I think it's going to be easier for us to accept and to give out love. Because love is in the receiving. Love is also in the giving, in the actions that you put to it. So, my question to you, what definition of love are you working with? What definition of love are you currently seeing in your life? What definition of love are you giving out? Is it lust? Is it infatuation? Is it obsession? Or is it kindness? Is it patience? Is it lack of pride? Is it submission? Is it long suffering? Is it sacrifice? Is it giving? What aspect of love are you seeing and are you giving? Once we can get that right, trust me, I think things will be much more easier and simpler. And I should say to you, I believe the opposite of love is fear. The opposite of love is not just hate. I believe hate is a result of fear. A lot of people are scared. They are afraid to be seen. They are afraid to be vulnerable. They are afraid to be cheated. They are afraid to lose. It is a natural human feeling. And sincerely, that in itself is genuine. However, it is not love. Love is stronger than fear. Love is stronger than hate. Love is more powerful. It survives the test of time. It is deeply rooted in God Himself, because God Himself is the author of love. So, you want things to go right with you. I am just going to say this. Trace your way back to love. Sincerely, you're going to thank me for this, and I think I'll be glad. Trace your way back to love. It is difficult. It is difficult to be hurt. It is difficult to be cheated. It is terrible. It is unfair. It is unfair to be laughed at. It is unfair to be ridiculed. It is unfair to have something so valuable stolen from you and taken from you, and it is unfair to expect to give back positivity in return. But trust me, that's the solution. That's the best thing that could ever happen. So, whoever you are out there, trust me, I think I can understand and relate with a little bit. This is going to be funny because I don't believe you can be an average Nigerian and not know what it feels to be in pain and not know what it feels to have been cheated. Well, I think I'm a little bit selfish with saying a Nigerian. I think being human, I believe strongly that being human alone is enough for you, for me, for us to understand what it means to have been cheated, to have been lied to have something valuable stolen from us. There are some things that cannot be talked about. You can't. The more you try to explain it, the more painful it gets. And it is quite understandable. But this is it. If you keep on sulking, if you keep on wallowing, and you keep on allowing yourself to sink deep and deeper and deeper in that self-loath, pain, and whatever you're going through, it does not profit anybody. It does not help anybody, not even yourself. So I found out that the best way to be selfish, and I'm going to say that again, the best way to be selfish about yourself, the best self-care you can give to yourself starts with self-love. I'm not talking in terms of what hurts others. I'm saying love yourself. Some of us just need to forgive ourselves. We need to let go and sit down with yourself and tell yourself, I'm sorry. I forgive you for what you've gone through. I forgive you for hurting so much. I forgive you for giving yourself this way to this person. I forgive you for loving and being cheated. I forgive you for losing what is most valuable to you because you thought you were doing something good. And I am stronger. And then you tell yourself things that makes you stronger. Give yourself self-affirmations. Tell yourself things that helps you feel better. Not things that makes you terrible, a terrible human, a terrible person. No. Start bringing yourself back up. And one other thing I do that I can just give to you is I just cry out to God. And I'm like, God, help me. God, help me. Please help me. Strengthen me. Maybe in the next clip, I'm going to tell you something, probably share with you one of my experiences. I hope I've been of help.